So what he's doing is he's self-sabotaging. He's angry. Oh,
So you see him imploding?
he tries to.
Yeah.
He tries to.
But is he sabotaging your relationship?
He tries to. I have to stop him all the time. Yeah, he tries to.
How does he sabotage your relationship?
He picks fights with me.
Hey friends, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's December 7th, Thursday, 2023. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Robyn Brown is talking about Kody trying to self-sabotage or sabotage her marriage or their marriage with behaviors, and that they're handling their family's demise differently. Kody is apparently very angry and is giving in to temptations. And because Kody speaks in riddles and word salad, it's hard to know what he's actually talking about. And Robyn says that Kody is trying to go find whatever. There's a lot of dancing around the topic, but it kind of sounds like Kody was getting or looking for other women and doing it maybe behind Robyn's back. So let's dive into the topic. Before we do, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to ring the bell so you never miss a video. We just finished up a video where we talked about Mary going after Kody for saying that Kody and Robyn had a sacred covenant. And if you watched the season, you know that when Janelle and Kody had their big fight, she said that she felt like Kody was trying to push her out the door, like doing behaviors and acting a certain way so she would leave him so he didn't have to do that. And now it sounds like he's doing the exact same thing to Robyn, and Robyn is struggling with this aspect of their marriage. Now, even though Robyn quote unquote won and Kody claims that he loves her and it's the love of his life, I don't believe Kody knows how to love anything but himself, his ego, and his ego. Yeah. This man is so used to having a harem of women fight over him. I cannot see him satisfied with one woman. I don't see it happening. So my bet is that there's other ladies that might have been involved here. Let's continue with the clip.
Over what?
Dumb things.
Okay.
Like we're in different places. We're in different places about the bomb that went off on our family, and like I'm in a major place of mourning, and he's angry.
The one difference between Robyn and the other women in this tell-all is the level of vulnerability. Robyn cries a lot, but she doesn't say very much. You know, she's crying about what's happening with Kody, and I actually believe she's crying here, but she's not revealing anything of depth. And I wonder why she is so guarded. Is she guarded because she doesn't want to spill out their secrets? Because what I'd love to know is that if all of this frustration was happening, if all of these sabotaging relationships were happening, where were the cameras? Because all season, we saw Kody and Robyn not doing anything but being Kody and Robyn. I mean, they had a birthday party, they had McKelty over, they had Isabel and Truly over, they had Christmas with a couple of the kids. They were just being a couple. Meanwhile, he was fighting with Janelle, fighting with Christine. Well, not really fighting with Christine, fighting with Mary. And Mary was like interweaving, and Robyn was interweaving in between Mary and Kody. And we saw her melt down about Mary leaving, but where is this self-sabotaging when it comes to Robyn? They don't ever show their relationship, and I feel like that's just another way Kody is protecting Robyn, or like protecting their relationship, where it's like a lot of the complaints in the family have been rules for me, not for thee, where Kody would be like, oh, you can go, Robyn can do this, but you can't, or Robyn can have this, but you can't. Like, he's favoring her, and he's favored her in the narrative of how they play out on the show, where Robyn doesn't have her own storyline. We didn't know all season how she was doing and how their relationship was doing because they never showed the truth of their relationship. Does this mean that next season we're going to see the truth about their relationship? And I didn't see a single fight between the two of them on the season. Did any of you? So what are the dumb things that they are fighting about? These are just things I'm thinking about off the top of my head if we're going to believe the show is truth.
And he doesn't want to, he just wants to just go find whatever, you know? And I'm like, no, I can't feel like that.
I might have been sabotaging myself a little bit before that, just out of the frustration and anger.
But were you
know.
sabotaging your relationship with Robyn?
Yeah, I was, definitely. Yeah, but I wanted to punish myself.
The difficult part of getting anything out of Kody and Robyn is they both speak in riddles, word salad. I sometimes wonder if they're speaking in religious tongue because I don't understand it, or maybe just a foreign Kody and Robyn language, because she's upset that he is picking fights with her about dumb things, and then she says he's going to go find whatever. And I'm just like, no, I can't feel like this. And I don't know what she means. What is he going to find? Is he looking for another woman? I get the sense, and this is just my opinion, that Kody was probably on the prowl. And maybe when he's going on these gun shows and touring with whatever his business is, maybe Kody is picking up women at these shows and having trysts with them. Polygamous men always say that their marriages they don't need to cheat because they can get married, but they can't have trysts. Like, they cannot casually date. They cannot hook up with a girl and not tell their wife. They can't just go meet a lady on Tinder or whatever the app is, swiping and then go hook up. They are supposed to follow guidelines and court, right? So is he going out to find peace to satisfy himself? Is he going out looking for companionship to satisfy his insatiable need for intimacy? I mean, Robyn, after 13, 14 years, has not aged well. And I don't think Kody is healthy for any of these women, frankly. Even though Robyn has been pampered, she does not look like very happy. And either she's lying about this or she really is miserable. And I don't know what the truth is because it's Robyn and Kody. So Kody says he's doing this because he wants to punish himself. So he's going to punish himself with thoughts and temptations. Check this out.
I thought of myself leaving Robyn and having another lover and looking at this lover and going, I don't love you. I'm in love with another woman. I'm in love with a woman that I left because I was too much a piece of to manage the relationship. What it was is just anger and I'm embarrassed. So you get embarrassed and then you get self-deprecating, you know, it's like just bad behavior. And a lot of people might go through this. These are my demons. And that's like doing something that destroys myself.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do to destroy ourselves. I don't know what he's talking about here. He said he thought about leaving Robyn and taking a new lover and then being with the new lover and saying, I'm not in love with you. I'm in love with someone else. And I left them because I couldn't manage the relationship. I don't know if that's a hypothetical, if he's just saying, I thought this, or if that actually happened. Because again, he speaks in word salad and riddles. And then he said that he does behaviors that are self-destructive. And self-destructive behaviors can be anything. I mean, it could be binge eating, it can be gambling, like too much gambling, it can be drinking, it can be drugs, it can be falling into like risky sexual behavior. It can be a variety of different behaviors that destroy you as a person. It can also be talking to yourself badly or thinking bad thoughts or not being able to come out of, like self-pity to a dangerous level. It could be ideations of ending your life. I mean, what are his self-destructive behaviors? A lot of people think that he's an alcoholic now, or they think that he's drunk all the time. It's so hard for me to tell. I have noticed in several of the episodes that Kody looks like he has bloodshot eyes, and I don't know if he's drinking. I mean, they do drink now. I've also noticed Mary sometimes look like she's in some of her one-on-ones might be slurring her words, and I've often wondered, and listen, no shame to people that drink. I don't care if anyone has a drink. And if I had to be on a reality show and I had to like divulge all of my innermost secrets and my innermost thoughts, I would probably want to have a glass of wine too. So a lot of times I wonder, have some of them resorted to coping with alcohol or drugs? Some people bring up rage, like they think Kody is taking steroids. And sure, maybe, but could it be drinking? Could it be drinking and then going out, getting drunk and finding women? He's so vague and he never admits to anything. But whatever it is, it would destroy his relationship with Robyn. And for Robyn, I feel like deal breakers would be things like affairs that he's not telling her about, or abuse, or, I mean, but he's already abusive. So I don't know. I don't think she even knows what actual abuse is. But we'll continue. But he's fantasizing about other women. That's something right there. Did he meet the other women? I have a feeling he did, but he might not admit that.
Christine's leaving, and I'm just angry. So a lot of dark winds were going through me,
Okay.
a lot of devil, a lot of temptation, which would be destructive of my relationship with Rob. So I dealt with a lot of anger, and she would get frustrated. My anger was a turnoff. It was scary. And the dumb thing is, because I'm so honest, I share everything with her. So I shared stuff with her that was heartbreaking. I was like, I've been thinking like this. You can only imagine how terrible that was. You know, there's some things in a man's mind that should never be expressed.
More riddles and word salad from Kody. If you want to know what happened, he'll never tell you, because Kody would never admit to anything. So he's saying that he gave in to temptations, which for a Mormon fundamentalist could be drinking coffee. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what he actually gave into that was a temptation. Sinfulness would be like gluttony and greed and promiscuity and the lust. Oh, they love to talk about the flesh, you know, giving into temptations of the flesh, lust, having lustful thoughts. This season, he said he wanted to break things. He was angry. He wanted to hurt things. He wanted to hurt people. And he says, my anger was a turnoff, which, isn't it weird how he classifies anger in the same sentence as turn off, turn on in a sexual capacity? My anger was a turnoff. It's like anger and sexuality going together in this primal space. And I'm thinking, what does that mean? Are you getting too rough with her? I mean, yes, it can be a deal breaker if a man is being abusive and beating up his wife, but to classify anger as a turnoff, again, just strange semantics by Kody. And he tells her something that's heartbreaking. What is he telling her? And it always bothers me when he says things. There's some things in a man's heart that a man's mind, he should just not say. The one thing about fundamentalism that drives me bonkers is that this idea that men are so incapable of controlling themselves, like they're so primal and innate, primal, and they are so drawn by their hormones, and they are so drawn by their like anger and their lust and their inability to say no, that it's like they can't help themselves. I hate that aspect of fundamentalism where they give men an out, like it's an excuse. Like they say, we as men can't help ourselves. We just have these thoughts. We just want to do these bad things because that's how we're wired. As though men are incapable of controlling their thoughts or their feelings or their emotions. Like, I just get angry because I'm a man. I just get wild and go sleep with 13 women because I'm a man and I can't help myself. I'm all about the flesh and the lust and the temptations. I wish he would speak outside of riddles, metaphors, and word salad. It would make things a lot different, better. Whatever he's done, Robyn says he wants to go find another. He wants to go find another. He's fantasized about going find another, and then he's given into temptations. You guys can make with that whatever. I don't know what it means. I wish I could tell you. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Anyways, so then in another clip, Christine talks about Robyn. So Robyn's getting hammered from all angles right now. Kody's hammering her, or maybe not hammering her and hammering someone else. And now Christine and Mary are going to hammer her. Check this out.
Can you name a reason why you're not friends with Robyn?
Well, I don't trust her. I think she says one thing but does another. How can you say you want the whole big family picture, but then do all these separate things with Kody? How can you say you want the whole big family picture when he's over at your house all the time?
So if you don't trust her, how do you have a relationship with her?
I'm not going to. Not even how do you. I will not.
Shut down that relationship
Yes.
pretty quickly.
Yes.
Listen, Robyn is not perfect. And Christine is like completely in her right to hold animosity towards this woman, right? She does not have to be friends with Robyn. She doesn't have to trust her. these two were sparring for Kody's affection for over a decade. And Christine had a baby right as Robyn comes in. Christine goes through significant postpartum. Kody basically abandons her. Devil's advocate here. If Christine is happy and she is with a new man and she is married and she doesn't believe in polygamy anymore, who cares what Robyn did? At the end of the day, if she doesn't believe that polygamy is a good way to live, if she doesn't have feelings for Kody, if she doesn't want to be with Kody, then who cares if Robyn had Kody at her house all the time? All of those things, in a way, devil's advocate, helped Christine lose her religion and helped her realize that she didn't want to do this anymore. So in a way, a twisted way, Robyn kind of helped her because Kody gave all of his time, energy, and resources to someone else. And Christine was fine with being the third wife when other women were being heartbroken. But once her heart was broken, it wasn't okay. And I think that's not to be down on Christine, but I would think if Robyn were to get a fifth wife, I mean, there aren't any more wives anymore, but say that there would be a fifth wife, then Robyn would experience what Christine's going through. And it's just like this cyclical event of like every time a new woman is added, it's like more and more heartbreak and more time away and more fighting and more jealousy, right? So truthfully, Christine should just move on, Robyn should just move on, and they should just all be happier moving on. But there's still such bitter jealousy between Robyn and Christine, and Robyn and Christine just doesn't want to let it go. And I don't blame her. She doesn't have to let it go. She doesn't have to let it go. She can just wipe her hands. But I would blame Kody for this, not Robyn. Kody was the patriarch, and Kody was the one that made those decisions, period. But she doesn't have to be friends with her. Now, in agreement with her, yes, Robyn's actions did not align with a woman that wanted to live in polygamy. But I don't know many women that do want to live in polygamy. I think Robyn joined the family for the man and not plural marriage, my opinion. And I think Christine, her comments like this makes me think like if Kody would have spent more time with her, she would have stayed, which means, do you believe in polygamy or do you not believe in polygamy? I'm devil's advocate. Christine and Robyn's feud will be one for the ages. And I think that Robyn definitely made a lot of mistakes, for sure. But Kody's really to blame, in my opinion.
I sit here and blame Robyn because it's like, but I'm not going to be her friend because I don't believe her. But I'm not going to blame her for everything falling apart. I think we probably all had something to do with that.
I'm trying to imagine how unhealthy this must be for someone leaving polygamy to have to be forced to go back in time and talk about it a million times on a show and put yourself back in a position where you're on a show with the same people you're trying to get away from. This is the part of this show that is so unhealthy for the family, and it's the part of the show that everyone is eating up because everyone's watching the train wreck right now. They're not watching it because people are being honest. They're watching it because Kody's finally getting his, right? The wives that are leaving are finally telling him like it is. I like that she backed off and said that I'm not going to blame Robyn. It's probably all of us had something to do with it falling apart. Really, it's a false religion, and it bred insecurity, jealousy, vindictiveness, more mental health issues for the women, depression, sadness, poverty when they had kids that were little, fighting for resources, fighting for time, fighting for affection. These are women that were affection starved of emotional connection, starved of emotional intimacy. Screw the sexual part. They're starved of emotional commitments because the men don't get emotional. You can't form an emotional bond when you're constantly fearing your husband is cheating on you with another woman or going to get her pregnant. And they say it's not cheating, it's cheating. I don't care what they say in this cult. The women suffer greatly, and all of them suffered. And if Christine would be, I think, even really more honest, if it came down to it, maybe she could say things like, I don't like that Robyn was telling people not to trust me. I don't like that Robyn was turning people against me. I don't like that Robyn was telling me to my face that she liked me and then behind my back was talking about me and saying she didn't like me. That's what they mean, I think, when they mean that they're not safe, because there's no emotional safety in this family. Because everyone is jealous of everyone else. Even the kids are jealous. The kids are jealous of each other. The kids are jealous of the moms. There's only one Kody, and there is 22 other people, or 21 other people. I don't know how many people are in this family. 23, so 22 other people that are fighting for his attention. He's going to be exhausted. Don't love him or hate him. That's a lot to put on one person. It just breeds dysfunction. It breeds abuse. It breeds coercion, and women have to go into like survival of the fittest, and that means they try to peck each other off and they resort to vindictive and bad behavior towards one another. And it's ugly. That's the ugly side of polygamy. I feel for Robyn in that she can't win. Nothing she can do, she can't win no matter what she does. She might be vindictive, she might be manipulative. Yes, she is manipulative. Yes, she is vindictive. But polygamy is a no-win situation for everyone. No winners come out of this. None. The winners right now that are coming out of it are those that have left. And my hope is that eventually they can be happy and find happiness. I'll be interested to see what more comes out of this tell-all, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Tomorrow we'll talk about what Mary had to say about Robyn. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.